Started farming in Zimbabwe on our family farm in 1992. There we had a big irrigation farm. We had 350 hectares under irrigation. And in 2004, we lost our farm in the land invasions. So my wife from Botswana, we decided to come to look in Botswana and look for opportunities for farming. And we found that Panamating is basically the only good crop growing area in Botswana. So we came here in 2006 and we bought a farmer who wanted to retire. We bought his business, which is this farm here. We farm mainly with dryland farming, so we're mainly growing maize, sunflowers and cowpeas in rotation, and a bit of lab I've brought in as a fodder crop. We do maize and wheat, and I've started doing butternuts on irrigation. The Botswana government's very supportive, and that was one of the reasons why we came here. And without the Botswana government's support, we wouldn't really be farming successfully here because of the environmental conditions. That's why we're diversifying into irrigation. We have to become more self-reliant, not reliant on the government. We started with our irrigation, our first pivot 5-6 years ago, and then we added a second pivot a couple of years later. I was one of the first guys starting to put irrigation, so we approached Agrico when we found water and wanted to put in irrigation. We looked to Agrico to do the job. The water requirement for wheat is very high. At the moment, you'll be putting about 30 mils a week. When it starts getting hot, we'll be putting 40 mils a week. If you schedule your irrigation well, I aim to apply 450 to 550 mils over 4 months for the wheat crop. This year, like this wheat crop, I fallowed it over summer, so my water requirement is going to be less. If I do wheat in the future, I'm going to do that, just because all our pumping is through diesel generator, so it's very expensive. So you can't afford to waste your water and you can't afford to underwater, but wheat has a very high water requirement compared to other crops. When it gets hot in Panda, it can get up to 35, 38 degrees in September. If you're still irrigating, you've got to be applying 40 mils in a week. Growing wheat after a fallow has reduced my water requirement a lot because especially we had late rain, so the soil's already field capacity. So I think that is the winner for me, is to fallow the pivot over summer and grow wheat in the winter. My soil is not the black cotton soil, it's a sandy loam, but it's also very good at soil moisture retention. That's how we can do dryland farming here. If we had the sandy soils like you have in South Africa, we wouldn't be able to do it. A good season, if you get 500 to 600 mils in a year, you can get 450 mils and have a good season if the water comes more uniformly over the season. But recently we've seen that we get like a lot of rain over 6 weeks. After that it's patchy, and that's what's making it challenging for us, is that we're basically getting later rains and shorter season of rain. I'm actually looking now to start fallowing on the dry land in a rotation just to help with that, because the last 4 years have been challenging. The rainfall is very erratic now. You know, farming here is a challenge for the simple reason a lot of the stuff we have to do ourselves, and it makes it very, very challenging because there's only so much that you can do. And so we do need people like Agrico, and the nice thing with Agrico is they make the effort to come out and do the work, erect the pivots and everything. We haven't really seen that support from the other pivot and irrigation suppliers. I think maybe they just don't think there's enough business. But with Agrico, they've always been supportive and willing to come out and assist. And even, you know, with spares and that, they get it up to us to help us, so it's been really good.
Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you learned something. For the next video, click here. And if you want to see more of our videos, please subscribe to our channel.